Okay, now we're going to do the cosine rule, okay? So you're going to use the cosine rule. If you've tried sine, cos, tan, you can't do it because it's not right angle triangle. You don't have enough information to use the sine rule, then you use the cosine rule, okay? You don't need to draw this, but generally, you'll use it to find an angle if you've been given 3 sides, okay? Or you'll use it to find this side if you've been given those 3. Okay? You couldn't use sine rule in this scenario because you don't have another angle to work with. Okay? You need to have the angle and the side opposite for sine rule. Okay? And I don't. So I wouldn't be able to use it. So this is your cosine rule. And you can rearrange it so that you can either find the angle or you can find the side. Okay? You're going to label the sides A, B, and C. Okay? So if we do an example,
Is that in the log table?
it is, yeah, on the same page I'd say. What page did I say? 16? Yeah, page 16. Okay, so they give you this version, which is what we've written down there. And if we're interested in cosine, we just have to rearrange. Okay, if we're interested in the angle, sorry. Okay, so for example, find BC. The side you're looking for is always the A. And it has to be an included angle again, okay? So it needs to be these 2 sides and the angle in the middle that you have, okay? Or if you're looking for the angle, you have all 3 sides. The side opposite the angle is always the A, okay? And that's always the angle, capital A. So we just start with A squared equals, and then the B and the C don't actually matter. Okay, so whether you do the 10 squared or the 8 squared, in this scenario, because this is angle B, this should be your B, okay? B squared plus C squared minus 2 times B times C, cos of the angle in between. So you're just filling into your formula. So that's technically correct, but it makes no difference if you say 8 squared plus 10 squared minus 2 times 8 by 10 by cos of the angle in between. Same thing. Okay? And all you're going to do is throw this into your calculator. Okay? 10 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 10 by 8 by cos of 50. You can't do 10 squared, which is 100, plus 8 squared, which is 64. 164 take 2 times 80, 160. You can't do that because this minus 2 by 10 by 8 is being multiplied by the cos 50. So you have to multiply first before you can take that answer from that. Okay? So save this thing, just throw it all into your calculator. So you get A squared is 61.15. So A is the square root of that. So if for me, I would just throw all of that into the calculator and get the answer. So the scenario might happen where we're looking for the angle. So I'll do that one now. Okay, and then we'll do the rearranging. Everyone okay with that example? Just throwing into the formula. Okay, let's do it where we're looking for an angle. So example 2. Can I get rid of the board? I'm just going to leave that there. Okay, find angle or PQ. So I'm interested in this angle here. I'm going to call it P. So all you're going to do is throw it straight into your formula again. Remember, this is always the A. Okay, so you're always going to start with that one, opposite the angle. So 9 squared equals, and then it doesn't matter after that which is your B or your C. 7 squared plus 6.8 squared minus 2 times 7, 6.8, cos of the angle in the middle. Okay, so what we have is 81. That comes over, becomes a minus. That comes over, becomes a minus. 2 by 7 by 6.8. So all I'm doing is tidying up a little bit, okay? So I'm bringing those two over. I'm leaving this part here, the minus 2 by 7 by 6.8. Okay? How would I get what cos of P is? Divide. Lovely. So let's just see what's on this side. 81 take 49 take 46.24. And I'm going to divide by minus 95.2. Okay? So top of one side goes to the bottom of the other. That's what cos of P is. What would I do to get P? Shift, yeah. Cos inverse, okay. So, just before that, I threw this into my calculator and I got 89 over 595. So then P is going to be cos inverse of that. And I get 81.4. You can skip as many of those steps as you want. It's totally up to you. You're filling into your formula, you're moving things over the equals, and then you're going to divide. Okay, because you're looking for an angle, you're going to use shift. Any questions there?